247 Niger TV.
Thanks for joining us on this special edition of Frontlines. My name is Courage Mbon. It's been almost 20 years since the Beijing Declaration, and of course, you know, when we talk about Beijing Declaration, we're referring to rights of women and the world over. The Center for Gender Studies, University of Uyo, in collaboration with the Conference of University of Uyo Women Organizations, is celebrating this International Women's Day 2015 edition in a very special way. And joining me to discuss 20 years after Beijing Declaration and of course the celebration in University of Uyo is some special ladies, some personalities right here in University of Uyo, Nigeria. I'll start from my immediate right, Professor Eno Urua, the Director, Center for Gender Studies, University of Uyo, Nigeria. Professor Eno Urua. Welcome, Prof.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Professor Urua is not alone. She also has a prof also with her, Professor Imelda Udon. She is the chairperson of the planning committee. You're welcome, Prof.
Thank you very much.
And Dr. Valerie Solomon joins us. She is the secretary of the planning committee. She joins us to make it a full house. You're welcome, Doctor.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here.
So, Prof, 20 years after Beijing, how far so far?
Well, I don't know what you mean by how far so far, but 20 years is a long time. A child born 20 years ago is marriageable age. Some people have children at that age. So we have come a long way as women. That platform is popularly called the Beijing Platform for Action. So it was a platform where a lot of issues affecting women will be addressed, so that women can have better deals, better treatments, even starting from the family to the workplace, in every sphere of life. Professor
Urua has already given us a tip of the iceberg, but let's delve into the matter now. In Nigeria, have we really domesticated that declaration?
Nigeria was a member of the United Nations group that attended the meeting in Beijing, and of course it came back with that structure, which has over the years guided a lot of things, a lot of decisions, a lot of programs concerning women and children. And as you can see, since then, as Professor has already said, the effect of that meeting has been felt, because we've had many NGOs that have run with the vision that was set out in the structure of the declaration, in terms of health, in terms of education, in different spheres. And it's obvious, because now you see that we have women in the legislature, we have them in judiciary, we have them in governance, in the schools. Many more professors are coming up. It is not the best. We can do better than that. And you know the target is that by 2030, the plan is that there will be the real balance or equality.
50-50.
Yes.
Dr. Solomon, many believe that affirmative action is something that gives certain persons undue advantage over others. So is there really a need for us to say, let's give ladies more opportunities? Why not just say, ladies work hard, guys work hard, men work hard, women work hard, then let the most qualified get the positions?
Well, the issue of affirmative action is not actually just restricted to women. Even in our constitution, we have affirmative action. You want to call it federal character, you want to call it derivation, or whatever name you want to call it, is actually a form of affirmative action. Then if you look at our society, right from the beginning, you look at the number of people that had the opportunity to go to school, or that were allowed to go to school, you saw that more men were intentionally sent to school than women. So now when you come to employment, you see that you have more men that will be applying for a particular job than more women. Affirmative action gives way for qualified women to also be considered. Affirmative action does not say people that are not qualified. When there's
qualified women that are given. What affirmative action does is just to try to correct the age-long imbalance and give power, give voice to the voiceless, and give power to the powerless. People that without affirmation, they wouldn't have, they would have remained powerless. That's just what affirmative action does. And then when you talk about the things that the Benjamin platform has done, like Professor Urua mentioned, it was just a platform. It's a stepping stone. It's not the end. It was just a beginning to give us an insight of the kind of things that we should be asking for. So in Nigeria, this has been domesticated in some ways. We now have a national gender policy. Even in the University of Uyo, we have a gender policy.
Can you tell us about that, the gender policy?
Well, the Nigerian gender policy stipulates that in every appointive position, in every elective position, 35% should be reserved.
85%.
Yes, 35% should be reserved for women.
Hey, just joining us here to Frontlines, coming over on 247 TV. And we have here Prof.Eno Urua, Professor Imelda, Udon, and Dr. Valerie Solomon. You would call it a women invasion in the house. It is in a way to discuss the International Women's Day 2015 and also to talk about what's going to happen in Akwa Ibom State and more specifically in the University of Nigeria. Thank you, ladies, for staying with us. I feel oppressed right now. I feel marginalized right now, but I'll be strong as a man. So let's talk about what's coming up very soon. Talking about the International Women's Day 2015. Let me start by asking, why do we need to celebrate? Why do we need to set aside a day and celebrate women?
I think the point has to be made, and very strongly too, that women need to be celebrated.
Thank you very much, Prof. So Professor Udon, she is the chairperson. I'm sorry. She is the chairperson planning committee for this year's International Women's Day celebration 2015. So Prof, tell us about the activities outlined for this year's event.
Thank you very much. As you know, one of the aims of the celebration is to assess progress made so far with regard to women matters, and not just the celebration that Professor talked about. And we also would like to deal with peculiar problems to the community. And so for this 2015, we have a 3-day event. We are going to have many things like symposium, we'll have talks, we'll have discussions, we'll have rally, we'll have exhibition, and all of these are aligned within the 3 days. So on Friday on the 6th, we're going to begin with the symposium. And that symposium will be addressing issues that concern the university community, bordering on gender, of course. And there will be 3 talks, and those talks will be in the areas of health, and there will be a talk on stress, then there will be a talk on legal rights. We'll also have a talk on investments, because you will recall that one of the 12 critical areas in that platform is health, finances, and legal issues. And so we like to address those. Now, in a campus community like ours, we have some peculiar challenges. And so we'll be dealing with some of these challenges that are peculiar to the university campus like ours. Like in the legal talk, we'll be addressing issues of assault and harassment.
Okay.
Because we can't take everything at the same time. And then for investments, we'll be talking about cooperation and entrepreneurship. And then for the health, we'll be addressing specifically stress. I mean, if we can deal with those, then in the end, we should be able to discuss and find out how we can address those issues. And then on the second day, we'll have a keynote address. But before the keynote address, we're going to have a rally. The women of the University of Rio will have a kind of march past in the main campus in River. And then those will be assessed and prizes given for the march past and for the exhibition that we plan again in the main campus. And after that, we will have a talk on Make It Happen. That's our theme. That's the theme we adopted because we think that we've been talking a lot. Even though the global theme for International Women's Day 2015 is empowering women, empowering humanity. Picture it. We are going beyond the picture. We'll be looking at things. So yes, we want to concretely make things happen in business, in health, in whatever we choose to do. And so we will have someone talk to us who has conquered some of these areas. And Mrs. Valerie Solomon is going to give us a keynote address on that topic. And then on Saturday, on Sunday, this is for Saturday, on Saturday we'll have Thanksgiving. But that Saturday is a day packed of many activities because we will be doing all of this in addition to celebrating some women. There's going to be a first shift that will be presented in honor of our Vice Chancellor. And then on the day before, on Friday, there's also a journal from the center. The director will talk some more about that. So documents like that in an academic community and we publish. So those kinds of celebrations are important. Then on Saturday night we also have an Mbon night and a dinner. Some Nigerians will be honored. I won't all the women.
Okay.
We have 2 women will be honored and 1 man.
Thankfully so. Okay, so let's talk about Dr. Solomon. Let's talk about the personalities we're expecting for this event. She's mentioned the Lori Folorosho. That's Africa's richest woman. Let's talk about some other personalities we're looking forward to seeing during this celebration.
Well, we are inviting the state governor, we're inviting the wife of the governor, the past first ladies.
By the way, the state governor is gender friendly, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He is, you know. He has included women in his government. So we are also inviting the past first ladies. We are inviting all the women in the academic community, other vice chancellors from other Nigerian universities. We are expecting them. We are expecting honorable commissioners, distinguished senators. We are inviting all the people that matters. All the women on campus will be there. In fact, we have a uniform. You know, just before I came here, and I was interacting with some of the women and they are so excited about their uniforms and everybody will be there. I hope you'll be there.
I hope so.
We're also expecting you.
I hope to be there.
We're expecting you.
And that's it on this edition of Front Lines on 247 Nigeria TV. It's been great, Mbon, but of course I couldn't have done this alone. I'm very excited and grateful that I had some lovely, beautiful women right here in the house. Exciting personalities. Thank you very much, Prof.Eno Urua, for staying with us on Front Lines. Thank you for sharing with us. We really appreciate it. Also, so to you, Professor Imelda, Udon. She is the chairperson planning committee. I got that right this time around. She's the chairperson planning committee for the 2015 International Women's Day celebration in the University of Rio. Thank you for coming on Front Lines. And also to the secretary planning committee, Dr. Valerie Solomon. I'm excited we have this number of inspiring women, and I do hope that beyond this we still go on to inspire the girl child, to inspire our sisters, our mothers out there to be the best they can be, which is also what we stand for at 247 Nigeria TV. And so until we come your way again next time on Front Lines, right here on 247 Nigeria TV. My name is Mbon. Thank you very much. I had absolute fun doing this for you, and I know you had an equal amount of fun watching us. Bye-bye.